I've got reinforcements this time.
Welcome back. The first thing we want to talk about today is we want to take a minute to explain that we actually have flight benefits to where we can fly places on standby. So we never know if we're going to actually get where we're thinking we're going to go, but we just kind of fly by the seat of our pants and roll the dice. We usually get to the place where we're thinking we might try to go. And then as I'm getting off of the plane, I will book a place to stay. And at the same time, I will book a car rental. And it makes him a nervous wreck. It's the only way we can do it, you know, without paying all the big bucks for a designated spot on the airplane. So it works. It's been working, right?
Yeah, and if you reserve a place to stay before you actually get on the airplane, maybe you don't get on the airplane and you've reserved a place to stay and wasted that money.
It's worked out. Every time it's worked out except for one, but we'll talk about that down the road. Anyway, so this trip was to Hawaii. We went to Maui. We were gonna go to the Honolulu, but that plane was full, so we kind of rerouted to Maui. Before we walk out of Casey's apartment, she spills an entire cup of coffee on my shoe. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So my shoe, one was white, one was brown. So my foot is completely wet the entire trip to Hawaii, but it was fun. I didn't care.
It was weird though. Your foot was jumpy the whole ride.
Was it really?
Yeah, because all the caffeine.
Oh, my stars.
Big Mac meal with a no.
Went to Hana for that Kapalua Trail. I found a dollar store. I love the dollar stores. The Aloha Dollar Store. You know I'm about it. We scored so big. I'm so excited. Would it really be a vacation if we didn't come to... Yes, yes. Come to Mama. I scored this backpack. $9. I need a bag, an extra bag to take stuff home with me. Okay, today we are in Maui and we are getting ready to go on a helicopter ride. So, things that we have learned already is it's a pretty big island. It takes about an hour and a half to get to the sites that you want to see. And then last night I picked up a brochure for a helicopter ride and they had 2 spots open this morning. So we're going to try to get on the helicopter. Today's adventure is going to be full of a craft fair, aka flea market, and we're going to go on a whale watching tour. Be able to go up there and see the sunrise. Now you have to have tickets like 6 months in advance to be able to do that. So we read online that seeing the sunset is just as good as seeing the sunrise. I can't tell you whether it is or not because I don't know, but seeing the sunset was absolutely gorgeous, but it was also miserable because it was unbearably cold. Do you recommend people do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say so too. Okay, so we are literally in a cloud right now. Like, you see the mist, you feel it. It's amazing. Look at this. I know that pictures will never do it justice.
8,800 feet.
8,800 feet. This is our first stop on Haleakana. They say that the clouds kind of go fast out of here, and then you can see down into the crater, but we're on our way up to the summit, which is the highest point, and it'll be 10,000 feet, and we're gonna watch the sunset.
It's about half a
see.
mile, or about 0.6 kilometers round trip. And it'll only take about 30 minutes or so. Now, in just a minute, we're coming up on the visitor center with restrooms and a view of the crater.
That's awesome.
Please note that the visitor center comes...
Turns out it's freezing up here. We're miserable, aren't we? So we sat out there for a few minutes. It's too cold. It's 5:30. The sun sets at 6. We're gonna sit in the car for 30 minutes and wait this out. So I ran out of clothes. So we went to Walmart and I got this top in the kids section for $5, and I sliced it and I diced it to where it would fit me so I could wear it to the beach. I kind of went a little crazy up here at the top, but still it's cute and it's working. So now he's gonna cut up a t-shirt. I'm gonna go back and get another one though. And that's what happens when you're a bad planner and you have no idea how long you're gonna stay somewhere. You have no idea where you're gonna stay or what you're doing. This is how we travel. This is what we do. It's not healthy, like, for your mental state of mind, but it's fun. Road to Hana, here we come. Today is food truck day. We're going home. This is the cutest little spot. Oh, hello, friend. Hello to you. I'm close. We only travel with the backpack. We learned a long time ago when we started doing this that sometimes our luggage would go one place and we would go another place because there wasn't enough room for us on a plane. So we just gave up trying to check our luggage. And I didn't know what the weather was gonna be. He told me like 75-ish, but I wasn't thinking like, because it was snowing at home. You know, and so I wasn't thinking, oh, shorts and, I don't know, short sleeve shirts or tank tops. So anyway, we ended up having to take a trip to Walmart, but that was fine. We're convinced we saw Steve Martin, but we couldn't go back and follow him because...
Yeah, we walked for about 20 minutes, and on the way back, we're going down this trail where you just walk single file for like, I don't know, maybe 30 feet. So there's a person on the trail, and he moves over. As we're walking down, I look at him. He looks up at me, and it looks like Steve Martin. Big old smile, sunglasses, hat on. But he just looked younger and healthy. I'm like, Steve Martin? Would he be out here by himself? And so, you know, didn't think anything about it. Walked on about 30 feet and I just turned to Stacy. I think that might have been Steve Martin.
Well, we went back to try to find him and then we didn't have sunscreen for his head, so we just scrapped it. He was devastated.
Yeah, just...
He loves the Three Amigos.
What might have been.
What might have been. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. So we hope you all enjoyed it. We hope you come back for our next little adventure. Okay. Do I have anything in my teeth? We stopped at this place where I got the coconut. They sold tents where you could sleep in a tent and watch the sunrise. They said it was like the most amazing thing ever. It was on the trail of Road to Hana. And I begged him to do it. Like, come on, let's do it. Let's just spend the night here. We had nowhere else to go. We were clocked out of our hotel. Yes, we were. Really? That night is when I called the woman and she had that night free. So we stayed 2 extra nights because she had 2 nights where nobody was going to be in her place. And so was the coconut.
I know that, but we didn't have a place to stay that night?
No. I said, we're going to stay in Hana, remember? I said, we will stay in Hana, and then we get to the end of Hana, because I'm thinking there'll be lots of places to stay. There was nowhere to stay. And they said you had to drive all the way back, the road to Hana. You have to go back the same way you got down there, or, you know, the path. So we had nowhere to stay, and so I was like, let's just stay in a tent right here and watch the sunrise. Well, he thinks that everybody's going to kill us, that we'll get in a tent.
I'm not sleeping in a tent.
Why would you not sleep in a tent at that spot on the road to Hana for $50?
Because there's a guy in the background while she's sipping a coconut in one of her videos. He's got a big machete. He's cutting coconuts. I don't need anybody come and get me. Come get me or her with a machete in the middle of the night, using my head as a coconut.